Hey guys, it's been about 7 months since the last update on my laser tattoo removal, so I thought I'd show you the progress after having sessions 4, 5 and 6. The first 3 sessions took me from what I now realise was really thick black ink to a slightly less bold but barely faded tattoo. I was told in the initial consultation that fading really takes place from session 4 onwards, so I shouldn't be disheartened if I don't see results straight away. Session 4 was 8 weeks after my third session, which was mid-January. Healing followed almost exactly the same timeline as the previous one, so it was 5 days of blisters, 4 days of scabs, and then dry skin for 3 days, healing completely after 13 days. Prior to session 5, you can see a few areas where the ink is fading, mainly in this lower corner, but also in small sections of the top design. Session 5 was mid-March, another 8 weeks on, and I was pleasantly surprised to see that the clinic had upgraded to the new Pico laser, which I'd be treated with at no extra cost. The previous laser was a Q-switched laser, and I felt that if we'd stuck with that, it would have taken me at least 12 sessions to fully fade the tattoo. I took a short video of the new laser. It's almost exactly the same, but I did feel it hit a slightly larger surface area with each zap. They increased the intensity of the laser each time, and this was when the broken skin was going to get worse anyway, but I really struggled with the pain for this one and maybe didn't time my paracetamol well enough. This was as painful as it looks, and it was a real chore to get through it. I was clenching my fists and asking her to stop quite frequently. The recovery was faster. Part of this is my body learning how to deal with the trauma, and I was fully healed after 10 days. The clinician knew in advance that the healing time with the Pico laser is quicker, so she scheduled me in for 6 weeks later. This appointment was eventually pushed back another 9 weeks due to the pandemic, but I took a picture at the initial 6-week point and then again before the rescheduled date. As I've explained in previous videos, the laser breaks the ink down into smaller particles which your body's immune system carries away bit by bit. Even knowing that, I was really surprised when I compared the 2 pictures that I'd taken. So here's early May, 6 weeks after my 5th session, and the first one using the new Pico laser. You can see much better fading across most of the tattoo, with this bottom part maybe looking the least faded. But I'm now going to show you 9 weeks after this, bearing in mind I had no treatment. This is just what happens when my body is given another 2 months to deal with it. The lighting is slightly different, but hopefully you can see it's faded further, in particular these 2 areas. I'll go back to the original once more so you can see. So these inner lines under my belly button fade a lot, as does this lower section here. Session 6 was thankfully not that painful. I was prepared for the worst, but I ended up breezing through it. I was counting the zaps to take my mind off the pain, and maybe that helped. It turns out to cover the whole tattoo you need almost 1,000 zaps, so you can imagine the difference when each one is painful. The recovery for session 6 was about the same. After 6 days it's only dry skin, which doesn't really get in the way. You have to moisturise 2 or 3 times a day until it looks like normal skin again. Here's what it looks like now compared to the picture before the session. There's often not much of a change as the fading happens progressively week by week. You'll also notice the area is quite spotty. That also seems to happen after laser treatment. I asked them about this extra fading that took place, and they said it could mean fewer total sessions if I space my remaining ones out. I paid for 8 sessions up front and I've had 6 of them. The next one is in 7 weeks' time, and for the final one I'll probably leave a gap of 9 or 10 weeks. They try to schedule a 6 to 8 week gap because most people just want the tattoo gone as fast as possible. But if you are conscious of the cost, then you could leave 9 or 10 weeks between each session to give your body the best chance to remove it. I'm expecting to need about 10 sessions in total, so my next update will be in the new year. Thanks for watching.